everybody. I'm super excited to be here. I am Jessica Butts, and I am here today to talk to you about how to accomplish magnificent things in your life, your relationships, and your business by learning how to live your life from the front seat. So some of you may be wondering what the heck live your life from the front seat is, and you just got a little glimpse of it here. And I'm going to spend the next 20 minutes talking to you about what this really looks like in your life. I am the creator of Live Your Life from the Front Seat. I am a psychotherapist, a coach, and I have been doing Myers-Briggs training for over 20 years. And while I love Myers-Briggs, I use it in all areas of my life and my business, it's very confusing for people. There's all this introversion, extroversion, sensing, intuition, thinking, feeling, judging, perceiving, and then there's 16 different types, and it leaves people very confused, and then they don't use it, which to me is one of the biggest disservices out there because it's such an amazing tool. So through my years of experience working with clients in my own life, I have to admit, somewhat unknowingly come up with this quirky little way, as you saw, of understanding it in a new way. And again, about living your life from the front seat versus these dreaded backseat drivers that we're going to hear more about in just a little bit. Living your life from the front seat is all about a few things. First and foremost, it's about authenticity. It's about who you are, your unique abilities in this world, and your God-given, universe-given, I don't care what you believe in, skills and abilities that you were born with. We all have innateness, and we were born with an amazing, unique ability, and I believe that we all need to be living our life according to that because it's authentic. It's so much harder to live your life like somebody else versus who you are. Everybody in this room, everybody I've worked with, there is something that is universally true, and we were all born. As Lady Gaga says, baby, we are born this way. We were born into this world with our uniqueness. Type does not change. Your life circumstances change. Someone always wants to arm wrestle me about that. I have weak little arms, but I guarantee you I will win because I am right. Your type does not change. How we were born into this world is who we are. What gets in the way is all this crap. This is family of origin, that crappy teacher you had, your culture of origin, that shitty job that you hate, marrying the wrong person. All of that stuff gets us in the way, and then all of a sudden, we're here. My BHAG, my big, hairy, audacious goal in this world is to get everybody back living that life that they were born to live. But you got to work through some of this stuff. This is all the shoulds in the world. Hashtag banish should. I'm over it. I was born in 1973 into a really lovely, wonderful family, actually. But, as I'm sure a lot of you, I was born a weirdo. Who knew? I'm weird. And my mom did not know how to deal with me. So I'm a little eccentric, and I'm very outgoing, and I got shushed a lot. And my creativeness, my intuitiveness, which is a Myers-Briggs term, my intuitive typeness, which is only 25% of the population, was very misunderstood and squished in my family. So as I was born, my first experience in this world was, shh, don't be who you are. You're weird, you need to be somebody different. I then went to grade school and elementary school and junior high and high school, as all of you did as well. And traditional school is set up for sensing type. It's all about details, and it's designed for sensing types. So for the 25% of us that are weirdos in the world, it didn't work for me. Sitting down and taking a test really sucked for me, and I was not so great at it. So I was told I was stupid, which is not true. I then went to college, and they gave me a list of majors I had to choose from, none of which I was really all that excited about, but I had to choose one, which that sucked. And then, of course, as the universe would have it, because it likes to play tricks on all of us, I married a man who happened to be exactly like my mother, of course. So he's a wonderful human being. I'm no longer married to him, but he is a lovely human being, but he also squished me. This was unacceptable. I was supposed to work 9 to 5. I should be, all of this BS in here. And for 35 years, I fed into that. So since then, I have been bridging the gap of my own life to become this person. And it is my goal in life to do this for others. And the way you do that is you understand how to live your life from the front seat. We are all energy. Your front seat energy is good energy. People are drawn to you when you are who you are. Quit trying to be somebody that you're not. It does not work. We're going to talk about wonky energy and awesome energy. Wonky energy are those two hot mess people you saw in the back seat. But we're going to start with the front seat, and then we're going to tie it all together. Can I have my front seat people come out, please? I've never got to do this talk with actors before, so this is so fun. Hello, driver. And I've got a co-pilot here coming. These two people are a representation of the people in your personality. All of those 4 people are parts of our personality. Your driver is your best self. Gangster style it. This guy sees the road, he knows where you're going, he's deciding how fast you're going, he's completely in control of this car, he's got it going on. This guy attracts the best energy. In your business, if you want to attract more clients, show up as who you are. Let me tell you something, it's a secret. Not everybody's going to like you. Get over it. Get over it. We have to start showing up as who we are. This, when we're chasing people, is chaotic energy. He, and my lovely co-pilot over there, this is calm energy. This is just do your thing, and people will come to you. This is attracting the right clients. If you go out doing this, guess what? Those people are not your ideal clients anyway. And you're going to spend so much time irritated by these clients because they're not your ideal clients. So chill out, get into your front seat, and start attracting the right people. This guy is your best self. This is your second best self. This can be thinking, this can be feeling. This can be a details person, or it can be a weirdo like me, and a very big picture. So to illustrate this a little bit in the short time I have, I wanted to talk about an ENFJ style. I'm an ENFJ. Who are my ENFJs in the room? Excellent. These two people look like this. The driver, my driver, your driver, is all about being extroverted and feeling. It's about connection. It's about relationships. It's about being with people and making connections. This is his best self. This is my best self. When I can show up from this authentic place, people are attracted to me. The ENFJ co-pilot is in her head. So we can't both be extroverted or you'd be a total hot mess. And if you're both introverted, you'd never get out of your house. So one is extroverted and one is introverted. So she, for an ENFJ, is an introverted intuitive, which means always thinking about new ideas, very entrepreneurial. What's next? Where are we going? What can I create next? Thinking outside of the box. That weirdo that my mom still today at 41 does not get. These two people represent my best self and some of yours in the audience's best self as well. For other people, this might be an introverted thinker. And this might be an extroverted sensor, where it's all about the details and data. I don't care what your type is. There's no judgment in your type. But for God's sake, figure it out so that you can start spending at least 80% of your time here. Because this is how you attract people into your life. This is how you attract love. This is how you attract clients. This is how you attract happiness and wealth and abundance, by being here. I want to implore you to learn what your front seat activities are. We all know that crap that puts us in the back seat. I had one this morning. And I had to demonstrate what I'm teaching you right now and I listened to Roar about 15 times on the way here to get myself in my front seat. But you've got to get yourself into that place of being in your front seat. That was so naughty. Because this is how you show up your best. If I was in my back seat when I showed up, this would not be happening right now. I have to be your best self. You've got to know what this is, what your front seat activities are. It's going to be different from an introverted thinker than an extroverted feeler. So you've got to figure out what that is. Thank you so much, you guys. Can you send in the dreaded backseat drivers, please? I didn't warn them that they were going to get a lot of bad talk today. But here are my backseat drivers. All right now. So, in my system, Live Your Life from the Front Seat, I figured there are two people in our car that are pretty dreaded. There is this gentleman, our drunk uncle in the back seat. I will out myself a little bit and say I've been drunk a few times in my life as well. And this guy and this person, when you're drunk, is a hot mess. Let's get real. When he's awake, he has real bad energy. He actually repulses people because he's annoying. And if he was to do something in your life or your business as a drunk, I certainly don't want a drunk running my business. I don't want him doing my books. I don't want him seeing my clients. I don't want him doing any of that stuff. So what I would prefer is him to pass out and just go to sleep. This is the part of your personality that you need to know you need to quit doing. See, now my slide's really funny. Don't do stuff you suck at. Back in the 80s, there was this whole theme of be well-rounded, do this stuff. Work on the stuff you're really good at. Here's tip number 2. Balance is bullshit. Why would you spend your time doing stuff you suck at? I don't understand. I only have so much energy. It's a universal law. I did make up this rule. Here's you, 100% energy. That's all you have. If you are spending even 5% of your energy on stuff that it's like a drunk person doing, shame on you. Knock it off. Don't do stuff you suck at. This slide is a perfect example. Literally, we did not do this on purpose. There's an apostrophe wrong in my slide. How many words? 1, 2, 3, 6 words. That's all it is. This is my back seat. Doing my books, putting apostrophes in the right. I'm not an idiot. I know where it goes. I just don't even see it. I just typed it up. It's pretty. I was like, great. Let's do this. I've been putting that on Facebook for months. Who knew? So a censor yesterday is like, oh, sweetheart, do you need to fix that? That's a big goof. And then we're like, oh my God, that is the most perfect example ever of my back seat. I literally do not see that because I was not designed to see that. So hire people to do this stuff. I promise, I practice what I preach. I do have someone to do this. I just didn't ever do this. I don't do my books. I've never done my books because guess what? When I do it, it's like a drunk. So I just let that go to sleep and I pay someone who that's their front seat. It's her driver. She's freaking awesome at it. Thank God. She sits all day and types in QuickBooks. That, I would blow my brains out. And she would probably throw up if she had to do this. So thank God there's different people in the world, but know how you are designed. This clearly is wonky energy. Your front seat is authentic energy. This is chasing, yucky, wonky energy. If you want to know why you don't have any clients, it's probably because you're showing up as one of these two people. So let's finish with the baby, because she's actually pretty serious. It's kind of funny, but it's kind of not. Babies, for those of you who have had them or been around them, they're immature. They're underdeveloped. They literally have no verbal communication skills. They're either awake and usually crying, or they're asleep. They're kind of a hot mess, like you saw in the skit. When we are stressed out, at our wits' end, we're in a job we hate, we're married to the wrong person, this person wakes up in the car, and it's not pretty. Your driver, who is your best self, if this person is an extrovert like mine, this baby wakes up and she's super quiet and she's hidden and she's scared and she doesn't talk to anybody. She retreats from the world. When I was going through my divorce, I lived in an apartment for 8 months by myself and not one single person knew it. Because I was so in my backseat. I was so hidden from the world. You have to know this stuff. Everybody in my life knows. I mean, my girlfriends, my best friends, my sister, they'll call me and be like, whoa, your baby's up because I haven't heard from you for days, or you're not on Facebook or whatever, because they know I'm hiding. Conversely, if your driver, I'm doing the car thing, if the driver is an introvert, so normally pretty quiet and docile, you already know, don't you? What happens to this person? She wakes up and she is mad and she's screaming and she's extroverted, but not in a good way, like a baby, screaming and yelling and pointing fingers and being demanding and this, that, and the other. And it scares people. I mean, I've had clients say before, it's like, I don't even know who this person is. They scare me because their normal front seat energy is not around. I would be a terrible therapist if I pretended this never happened. I do this for a living and this happens. I would love for this to be less than 20% of your life, but you have to design your life so that this does not happen. When I was in corporate America and I was married to the wrong person, I was in this all the time. Now I'm up here like 90% of the time, baby. I live it up here. But it's not to say that this doesn't show up. This guy, 0. Sorry. He can just go away. Just let him, there you go. Just get more drunk and stay passed out. Thanks, you guys. In closing, I just want to share a few important points. Some of them you've already heard, actually. First is, I would love for you to learn what it means for you to start living your life from the front seat, because everybody's is different. Everybody has their own unique type. Everybody is born into this world with their own unique type. Learn what this is and start living your life accordingly, and I guarantee you, your life is going to change. I swear to you. It's unbelievable. 2, dude, stop doing stuff you suck at. Oh my God. Like, if that's all you get, just stop doing stuff you suck at. Hire people to do it. Get over yourself. Write a frickin' check. Like, just let other people do other things for you. If you're not a big picture thinker, hire a kick-ass coach that is. And lastly, we only get one life on this earth. We get one life. I spent 35 years of mine in a place of sadness, in my backseat, doing things that I was actually not giving to the world. So not only is it sad for me, but I'm doing a disservice to the people in my life. If you are not living your life from the front seat, you are slapping everybody in your life across the face. Your children, your spouse, your coworkers, everybody. So I implore you to figure this stuff out and start living your life from the front seat. Thank you very much.